Hi World, so with World Book Day coming up, I decided to print the Sandman Helm. So I'm getting it from Colts. This is the link I've used. It was £16.50. Comes in two different versions. There's like a worn, weathered version. Comes with two different noses as well, sort of the bone nose. One's flexible and one is rigid. So I'm not sure which one to go for. I know that in the actual Sandman TV show it is rigid, so I might go for screen accurate rather than the flexible. Although the flexible would mean that, you know, it's probably more durable. This seller's got quite a good rating. He gives all the information that you need. So talks about sizing, that it's not very good if you resize it. I'm going to print it as it comes out and hopefully it will fit. There's a few different versions of files within it, so have a read through and make sure. It came out really well on the Bamboo X1 Carbon. Pieces came out really nicely. So I'm basically going to glue this together, and it comes with little pegs that you can print. And then I'm going to use a bit of filler, just wood filler, to fill the edges and then sand. And yeah, it should come out really good. A lot of sanding required on the nose pieces for the bone nose. I'm not gonna lie there. I had to do a bit of sanding, and then this is it coming out with the first coat of print. So as you can see here, I've just used some Warhammer paint, base prime it with grey paint from B&M, nothing special. Some metallic for the nose, and then for the weathered look I actually just ground up some old bark and sprinkled it on with some super glue, which gave it a really nice weathered look. And then just Warhammer paints for it. For the bone nose I used Wraithbone spray paint from the Warhammer shop, and then a wash. I used an Agrex Earthshade wash just to give it a bony look. Yeah, so the eyes were quite tricky. So it comes with these templates that you can use to make things, but I actually did it on the thermoforming center at my college. So what I didn't do on the first print though was calculate the width for the material of the eyes, which meant the eyes didn't actually fit, which was an absolute, it was a pain in the backside, to be honest. So with the eyes, what I've done is I ended up doing 2 or 3 different sizes of these just to get the right width with the plastic, obviously the formed plastic to fit into the eye sockets. And essentially I think it took 4 attempts of these. So this is a sort of the first attempt I've done, which it came out okay. And as you can see, this is just the prototyping because it's obviously black, so you can't see through this. This is non-see-through. So to get it see-through, once it was perfect, I will reprint these in clear, and then I'll use headlight spray paint so you can see you can't see through those at all, which is obviously pretty rubbish. But they came out well. They formed pretty well. This is my second attempt. This was the second time going round with another size, and again didn't quite fit. My measurements were off slightly, so it is all trial and error. It's always trial and error with things like this, but the vacuum forming did work really well. I was really impressed with this thing, the thermoforming center. Hadn't done this before, hadn't used this before. Obviously you heat the plastic sheet up and then pull it up. This is my attempt with the clear, and this is with the spray paint of the headlight spray, just some very light mist coats, and actually it gave a perfect thing. So I can just about see through it, so you've got maneuverability, but it does, as you can see here in the final thing, give a really nice effect. Yeah, I was really happy with how it came out. So I got the coat of Vintage. I already had the book, just chilling. I even managed to teach a lesson So yeah, that was my World Book Day cosplay.